Okay, it's been about an hour and my soup has been on medium-low. Now my sausage is pretty well defrosted, so I just got a big skillet. And I'm going to lay each sausage just like this in the skillet. Get a pretty good sized skillet, that way you can get all your sausage links in there at once. Alright. And remember, you don't have to make this large of a recipe. You can half it or even third it if you want. Just whatever suits you and your family's needs. Alright. There we go. There's all my little sausages in the pan. And now what I like to do is take a little bit, like a tablespoon of sugar, because this is sweet Italian sausage. And I like to bring out the sweetness by sprinkling just a little bit, nope, that might be too much, a little bit of sugar over them and get them all kind of coated in the sugar. And remember, I told you earlier, I like it hot. So I'm going to take some Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning and just kind of sprinkle it over the links. And get them as close together in the middle as you can. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to brown these up. And you can even take your lid off your Dutch oven and cover them up like that so the heat will stay. And I will be right back as soon as I have them browned. To Live Life for You. This is part 2 of In the Kitchen with Vanessa, and this is part 2 of my Italian style sweet wedding soup. Okay, so in the last video we learned how to make our broth, and we put the lid on it and we let it simmer for about an hour just to get all the flavors together, and then we added our onion because Dodo Bird Vanessa forgot to do that in the first place. And then we browned our sausage. This is what the sausage should look like. It doesn't have to be all the way cooked because it'll cook all the way in the soup. We just want that golden brown outer edge. If you guys could smell this, I swear, because we put the sugar and the cayenne, it's just a sweet and spicy medley. Oh, the aroma and the Italian sausage. Oh, it's so, so, so good. All right, so now what we're going to do is play Ring Around the Rosie with the burners. Now, we are going to add, we chopped our sausage into bite-sized pieces. I don't know if I said that, but just to where it'll fit on the spoon, okay? And now, I'm simply going to add my sausage and the juice into the soup base. Now, I did have a little bit too much broth in my pot, so I had to take a measuring cup and get some of the liquid out. You might have to do the same. I tend to go overboard on my liquid. Like I said, get all that brown juice out of the bottom of the pan because that just adds to the flavor. Alright, now there's nothing left. Oh, this smells just scrumptious, you guys. Can't wait. Alright, now we are going to put the lid on that and let that simmer for about 20 minutes. And I will be right back as soon as it's done simmering. Okay, everybody, the pot that we put the sausage in has been simmering for about 20 minutes, and now we are going to add the rest of our ingredients. For time's sake, I've already added 1 can of mushrooms. This is just a generic can of mushrooms pieces in the stems. I've already drained it. We're simply just going to pop that sucker in there. Okay. Now here's the part where you can either add them or not. This is up to you. These are white cannellini beans or cannellini beans, okay? They're already been drained from all their juices because we don't need this juice in there. Any kind of white cannellini beans. These are just kidney beans that I got from Kroger. And you're going to very delicately add them into the pot. If it starts to look like it's going to overflow, just remove some of the water or broth. Oh, and mine's overflowing. So I'm just going to put my soup spoon in here. And try not to grab any of the ingredients out, just the broth. And pour it in the sink. You can always add more broth later, or water. So I'm trying not to remove mushrooms, meat, spinach, or beans with that. And it's okay if it's full. Grab one more spoonful of liquid out. Alright. That should be okay. I have to be very careful with mine. Like I said, I tend to overdo it with the broth. Okay, now the next step, and this is what makes it just kind of special. Everybody wants to know what it is, and it's such a simple ingredient, you guys. It's sugar. I know sugar's not good for you, but this is what makes it sweeter for sweet Italian sausage. So I'm just going to take my spoon in there. I'm going to get about half a cup of sugar, and I'm mixing it in and gently stirring it in with all the ingredients. Okay. Oh, this just smells wonderful. I wish you could smell through videos. After you let all the ingredients kind of sit here for a little bit, you want to simmer for about another 20 minutes. Let me show you what it looks like. Oh, how scrumptious is that? And I like to take some homemade biscuits and do a little bit of a garlic and cheese cheddar bay mix of my own, and I'll do that on another video. But now the soup is ready to eat, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this. You know that you can add any ingredients that you feel. You can add any hot sauce to it, which tastes really good. I put a little bit of my sriracha chili sauce in it when I eat it. Oh, just heavenly. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and bon voyage.